All right, so let's take a look at finding percents of responses. We're talking about surveys here. So in this particular example, we're talking about Georgia Preserves. They're marketing a new peach orange marmalade. The following responses were collected from 500 people who were offered samples of this new product. If the company does not issue a coupon, what percent of respondents are most likely to buy this product between the present time and next year? So here are the responses. 112 people said, I love it. Where can I buy it today? The next one was, I'll probably try it over the next year sometime. I'll probably try it, but only if I have a discount coupon. And the final one is, I don't like this marmalade. Okay, so here's our stipulations here. If the company does not issue a coupon, so these people who said they would try it right here, only if they had a discount coupon, they are out. Okay, what percent of respondents are most likely to buy this product between the present time and next year? Well, this bottom category is also out. They did not like the marmalade. And so we have our top category who loved it and wanted to know where to buy it. And then we have this category that says they would probably try it over the next year sometime. So these are the two groups we're talking about for this question. Okay, the people who will probably try it in the next year. So how many people is that? Because what we need for our percent is to take the number of times that occurred, how many people liked it and were going to buy it in the next year, divided by the total number of responses, which they told us was 500. So let's add those together. So we had 112 who absolutely loved it and are definitely going to buy it today. And then we had 153 who thought it was fine and think they'll probably buy it in the next year. That's a total of 265 people that fit our scenario here. The people that would buy it in the next year without a coupon. So that gives us 265 out of the 500 total who were asked. Now when we're dividing that, looks like 265 divided by 500, which is 0.53. We want to write that as a percent, so we move the decimal 2 places to the right, and we get 53% of people who tried it will probably buy it in the next year. Okay, here we have a survey. Mercy Hospital surveyed 2,700 patients who were admitted to the hospital last year and stayed at least 2 nights. They were asked the following question: how would you rate the hospital food you were served during the recent hospital visit? The results of the survey are below. So how many outstanding, good, fair, poor, and don't know or did not respond at all? Here's our question. What percent of the group surveyed considered the food to be outstanding or good? So either outstanding or good. That would just be these two groups of people. We want to know what percent that was. So let's total them first so we know how many total said the food was either good or outstanding. So we had 546 and another 723. That gives us a total of 1,269 thought it was either outstanding or good food. Now, to find our percent, we use our formula up here. We take the total number that responded the way we wanted as good or outstanding, divided by the total number of people who were surveyed, 2,700. We want to find that. So we divide the top, 1,269, divided by 2,700. That gives me 0.47. Now we want to write that as a percent, so we move the decimal 2 places to the right, and our answer, ends up being 47%. Let me rewrite that a little prettier. There we go. 47% of people surveyed said the food was either good or outstanding. All right, here's a second question. Again, we have that same survey. We have the Mercy Hospital. They interviewed or surveyed 2,700 people and asked them what they thought about the food that was served to them. Okay, what percent, here's our new question, what percent of the respondents thought the food was either fair or poor? So now we just want the responses that came up either fair or poor. So again, notice we have two numbers. Let's total those so that we know together how many people thought the food was either fair or poor. So we have 842 plus 562. That gives us a total of 1,404. All right. Now as we take a look at that, we want that out of the total number of responses, there were 2,700 responses. So 1,404 out of 2,700 thought the food was either fair or poor. We divide to find our decimal. This means 0.52. I move the decimal 2 places to the right so that I can write that as a percent, and I find that 52% of respondents felt that the food was either fair or poor. All right, here's another Georgia Preserves questions. Again, they test marketed this jam or peach orange marmalade. The following responses were collected from, again, 500 people. What percent do not like the product? So here's our question we're trying to analyze and find the percentage of. What percent do not like the product? Well, this is our last right here. These are the only people who just said flat out, I don't like the product. Okay, we had some who loved it, some who said they would probably try it, and some who said they would try it if there was a discount. But down here we had these 93 people who said, I just don't like it at all. So what percent is that? Well, it's 93 out of the 500 people who were surveyed. So we go ahead and do our division. 93 divided by 500. Gives us 0.186. We want to change that decimal to a percent. So we move the decimal 2 places to the right. That gives us 18.6%. Now, if they wanted that as a whole percent, 18.6 would actually round up to 19%. So it just depends on what they're asking for in the question, whether they want to the nearest tenth of percent or the nearest percent. Otherwise, we're around 19% of people who just didn't like it.